guys, what's up? I'm back after like a week of not posting a video. And I know normally I'd post a video on a Sunday because it's just kind of like the most convenient filming and editing and uploading time. But anyway, I did not upload a video because I was leaving for New Hampshire that Saturday and I was not sure if I was going to have Wi-Fi. I was going to post a video on Saturday, but my day was just so hectic. I had so many things to do. I'd overslept and it was not working, let me tell you that. So, today I'm going to be talking about my trip to New Hampshire. This is my second trip. I'll start with my first trip and I'll tell you guys about that. So, you can compare the two as I talk about my most recent trip to New Hampshire. So, when I go to New Hampshire, I go with me, or obviously myself, my mom, and my dad. And it's really, really nice up there. Last year, we didn't rent. We didn't rent a cottage. We stayed with my mom's friends who, have a summer home up there. And, it was nice. We stayed for a week. My dad didn't go last year, but he went this year. But, little side note. Anyway, it was really nice. I had a really nice time up there. It's very quiet. We go to Newfound Lake. It's very, quiet. We had our own little, private section of the beach, both years actually. And it was just all around a very, nice atmosphere, very, woodsy. And nothing really new happened, or nothing cool happened my first year, except I went to this place to get a little souvenir, and sadly it's in the laundry, I can't really show you it, but I did come home both years. I made sure I got these this year. They're these awesome cookies. They're chocolate chip cookies, and they're just amazing. The chocolate chips are so big, and the cookies are the size of your fist. It's beautiful. And they're not really hard. They make them fresh, and they come in the dozen. And they're just to die for. Every year I go up there, I get that, and I get fudge, because I can't live without my fudge once a year, or my cookies. But anyway, well, last year on the way home, I had a really funny experience. So, y'all watching, better grab your popcorn, your soda, whatever you want, because, you're gonna laugh. So, last year it was Saturday and we were alright, time to head home. So we get in the car, I'm in the back seat, my mom's up front, so was her friend. Her friend's driving because my mom doesn't drive highways. And so we were they were talking. And so I went and I was about to be you know what? I'm gonna listen to some music. So I put my headphones in. I was listening to music for a while. For a long while. I was on my phone. I was texting my friends being yo, I'm on my way home. And we should totally hang out. And then no sooner did my earphone fall out. Oh my god. It hurts me to actually recall this. No sooner did my headphone, earbud, whatever the hell you call it, I don't even know what it's called at this point, it fell out, and I was oh, let me just put it back in. So I grab it off my lap, put it in my ear, and I felt something really sharp, and I have glasses, but they're not sharp. And so I bring my hand down, and there's a baby wasp on my index finger. Oh my gosh, I flipped. I screamed so loud. I threw my headphone. I freaked out. I tried to get it off my hand. I got it onto the car floor, whatever. And I'm just like stomping it, trying to kill it. I'm going crazy. My mom's like, oh my god, what happened? Like, she's horrified. You know, she doesn't know what happened. I'm screaming, laughing, crying, every emotion all at once. Fear, oh my gosh, the fear had reached like, oh, so very high. I'm sitting there, I'm just like shaking, like trying to like stop thinking, like into like, you know, the car floor. Meanwhile, my mom's friend who's driving, she's like, oh my god, like what's happening? I'm like, I scream at the top of my lungs. I'm like, oh my god, there was a bee on my finger. There's a bee in the car. And I'm crying at this point pretty much. And I was wearing like, you know, like flip-flops, like Toms. And so, you know, my feet were not protected. And I was wearing like sweatpants, like a t-shirt, and I was, oh my god, I was crying. So finally we pull over, you know, and like I bolt out of the car. I almost tripped getting out. I ran. And so did my mom's friend, and it was very, very funny apparently, because my mom starts laughing and she goes and she tries to pick it up, but I guess I was so scared that I stomped it so far into the car floor that it was smushed into the grooves of the car. Great job. Yeah, because you know, who isn't horrified of bees? Especially a wasp, because you know they can sting you multiple times, which not for me. I'm good. I'd rather not. I'm good. Bye. You know, if bees didn't exist, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, you know, that's just my personal opinion. And yes, I know they help populate like flowers and all that kind of crap, but I ain't about that. I ain't about nature. But moving on to this past year, like the one I just came back from, my mom, my dad and me, we all rented a cottage there, and it was really, really nice. And you know, again, we still had like the private section of the beach because of who we were renting from. And so we get there, it's all cool, you know, we unpack, unload everything, and, you know, my parents were like, yeah, let's go food shopping, because we needed to supply our own food. And so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, stay here, unpack everything, you know. And so they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. And, you know, the place we stay, like the little cottage area, is right outside like the center of town. It's a very small town in Bristol. That's the part where Newfound Lake is in. And it's very like small there. And so there's like, for them, like they have Hannafords everywhere. For like Medford personally, because that's where I am, that's Stop and Shop for us. Like, you know, they're everywhere. And so I was sitting there, and an hour had passed, and I was like almost done like unpacking everything, and I look, and I'm like, you know, my parents haven't been back yet. So you know, not all of our phones get service there because of like, you know, stupid service providers. Why can't service be provided everywhere? Only the Lord knows. But anyway, 2 hours later, they come back, and we're like, you know, like, where did you go? And so my mom was like, yeah, we got lost. They ended up like an hour away to like Franklin. And if you guys, you know, that are watching this don't really like know whereabouts, you know, like Bristol, New Hampshire is, and like Franklin and all that, well, you know, Franklin's pretty out of the way. It's about like, I'd say like an hour out of the way. And yeah, they ended up there, and they went to a Hannafords about an hour away. Instead of going to the Hannafords, that was literally 5 minutes away. 5 minutes. Because, you know, gotta give a round of applause for that, I have to say. But not only did my parents get lost, but that night we were sitting on my mom's friend's porch, you know, we saw like something like flying, and we were like, what's that? Like, we asked her because she's been like there forever. And so she's like, oh yeah, you know, there are these bats that like to come out at night and eat the mosquito, so, you know, be careful. And, you know, I wouldn't mind it, but our cottage was literally surrounded by trees. Like, there was only like a couple parts that weren't. And I was like, oh great, I have to walk by them. Like, bye, like, I'm about to dip. Like, bye, Felicia. As I said before, you've heard from my camping trip that I went on a long ass time ago. I'm not a very naturistic person, you know, not me. No, just no. I'm good. Rather not. Good. But anyway, I say that, yet we also went blueberry picking, which I've never actually been like blueberry picking before, and I was like, you know, is it like a farm or whatever? No, it was just random paths. Oh my gosh. I got eaten alive by mosquitoes. Not only that, but there were like bees and just like, oh my gosh. Horrible flashbacks of having to walk through fields of bees. It was great. You know, I mean, in the end, the next day I made blueberry pancakes with like blueberries that I had picked. But, you know, process of getting those were not fun, or was not fun. I don't know. You know, I don't know how I'm going into honors English next year. I still can't grammar. Whatever. I'll make it through somehow. But yeah, so our vacation this year was like really, really nice. Nothing horribly scary happened. Yeah, all around it was really, really nice. I have to say, I probably did more like this year than last year. You know, we went around. We also visited like all that. That was a weird visit for another time. Far too many details for this video. But yeah, and thankfully, riding home, there were no bees in my hair. I was very happy about that. What can I say? I just don't like nature. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to this weird story time thing. I honestly don't know what it was. Again, I'm sorry I didn't have a video last week. I was just so very busy, and you know, it was too chaotic. I would have had one if it wasn't, but it was. So here is today's video, and thank you guys for watching. Also, before I forget, don't forget to click that subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment at the end of this video, you know, tell me if you had any really weird vacations, because I'd love to hear about them. Not only that, but, you know, tell me what I should do next. You know, should I do another challenge video? Should I do a weird hack video? But yeah, so thank you, and have a great Sunday, guys. Bye!